Let's fucking do it. Bruins secure the point, but lose in overtime 4-3 against the Colorado Avalanche. I have COVID. Yeah, that's the big reason why you're getting this in the morning, rather than immediately at freaking 2 in the morning. And believe it or not, that's only the first of the two delay. That's only one of the delays that hampered this game. The Chicago Blackhawks and Detroit Red Wings game went on so long that TNT had to outsource the beginning of the game to True TV. Freaking True TV. Freaking Impractical Jokers probably was unhappy about that, but I mean, to start the game, we got a bloody one. We got a bloody one, and it sort of affected the rest of the game. Within the first 3 minutes of the game, Taylor Hall sort of checked Nathan McKinnon, and it ended up in a massive bloody nose, in a horribly bloody nose. So it was sort of like Nick Dowd high sticking Marchand, except it wasn't. Everybody was saying that sorry, everybody was saying that this was going to be a 5-minute major because of how much blood it was. But when and that really only happens from a massive hit. But when you look at it, it's McKinnon skating forward and Hall skating perpendicular, and he sort of leans into McKinnon while his stick is raised, and it cracks back and smacks him right in the face. He's not to mention Hall is not a dirty player. He's just he's not really that. You don't really see him laying like massive hits on anyone. But it got downgraded to a 2-minute interference, and it got downgraded to a 2-minute interference. I honestly think that it should have been a 4-minute double minor because of just because of how much blood there was, and the fact that after that Nathan McKinnon would not return to the game. So yeah, the Avalanche are down their best player for the rest of the game in less than 3 minutes in. After that, the Bruins kind of look strong but very vulnerable, and it evidenced by the fact that they're up on shots 8-2, but one of the two shots that the Bruins let in was a wrist shot from Curtis McDermott, who got Chucky flat-footed, and he wrists from the top of the circles, and it's great. We got 8 shots on them, nothing, and they've got 2 shots on us, and they've already scored. Great. The second period is when everything really starts to ramp up because the Bruins get not just one but 2 special teams goals, one of which being DeBrusk absolutely wheeling on a 4-on-4 and it really was a wheel snipe Sally that on that one, and throughout the entire period, the Avalanche looked like they wanted they wanted to kill Taylor Hall. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. If it was the same, it was the same thing with it was the same thing with Nick Foligno and Corey Perry after the John Tavares hit and in the in Habs and Leafs. It's like I know you didn't intend it, but oh my God, you knocked out you knocked out one of our best players, and there is no way that there is no way that you're getting out of this alive. But sorry, on a 5-on-3, COL ends up getting a really weird bouncing goal that just kept that just went past everyone. Who would have guessed that rubber is weird? Rubber bounce is weird. And less than 2 minutes later, Pasta just drops it off for Marchand, and Pasternak just drops that off for Brad Marchand, and the entire Avalanche team just forgets to play defense, and Darcy Kemper can't make it. Can't make the save on the top shelf. Well, that's really the end of the second period. But the entire I have to say, for as even though that the Bruins blew a 3-1 lead in this one, it looked like it was more so because the Avs were the better team. It didn't look like the Bruins were blowing a chance, and it felt the entire game like the Avalanche were the better younger team, and they were. Mikko Rantanen was fantastic this game. Alex Newhook was kind of a pain in our asses. Is Cale Makar freaking getting the overtime goal from like the top of the faceoff circles to put the game away. But the last two goals in regulation, Sam Girard tries to shoot it, and it bounces off of Curtis Lazar's leg, and it just keeps bouncing and bouncing and bouncing past everybody's sticks and over Olmark's leg and into the goal. I can't even be mad at that. I seriously cannot. It's just rubber is silly. Rubber is very, very silly. And then after the Avalanche pulled Darcy Kemper later on, and Gabriel Landeskog goes knee down at like the far end of the face up, at like the bottom of the face-off circles, where so like he's shooting from a really weird angle, and with 45 seconds left in the game, it's tied 3-3, and I'm just for all the times the Bruins have been up and with a lead late in the game, I can't remember the last time we've actually scored an empty netter, and that honestly is the it's sort of the thing that makes me unsettled for the Bruins in the future, is that we've been playing well, but we can't. But where's our killer instinct? I'm happy that we got out of this with a point, especially because this was against the best team in the West and the best of the West. And but I would have liked us to do just a little bit more. And I think that will be it for today's episode of Into the Den. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to God that I recover quickly. Click like if you like, click subscribe if you really like. Down below is still the only GoFundMe for Jake Tebow to help out a kid who was severely injured in a hockey accident. And tell your friends that I'm not dead yet. Yet.